Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the live show. I hope everybody had a great Thursday today, even though the markets were pretty red, as we can see on the heat map. Google was up a little bit, but nothing much happening today. As we expect, we didn't really think it was going to be popping, and it didn't pop. And we'll look at the SPY. We're going to run through real quick, see what's going on. We just decided that we want to run down around 10 o'clock and see if we can catch the fireworks over Niagara Falls. I believe they shoot them out each night. So I'm going to actually go through that laptop travel list real quick, and then we'll go through our SPY and big cap, see what's going on. I'll probably hop off early, and it's the last night in Canada, guys. So I'm about to hit 22,000 steps today, and if we walk up and back, it's like 8,000 steps. So I may be close to 30,000 steps today, which is pretty wild. My legs are definitely feeling it. But anyway, let's get cruising real quick, see what's happening here, and I'm going to hop off and go catch some fireworks over the Niagara Falls. What a great vacation, I have to be honest with you. Besides my phone not working and Verizon really sucking right there, but besides that, everything else has been amazing. And I just hop on, guys, and I don't know if you guys saw the post I just sent out, but Joe Exotic, he just posted this a couple minutes ago, 22 minutes ago. Officially heard from the White House today. Everything's being investigated in his case. Clemency just needs signed so he can put it behind him. And he tagged me on it. And you guys know I've been all over that. And I hope that my interview with him helped him, because he was tagging me with that and posting it, and had like Trump's son and Trump and everybody tagged with it. It was pretty wild. And so, yeah, I'm really happy to see that. That made my night, too. So, good stuff going on. Here we go. Let's get cruising right through, see what's going on. And the Canadian cannabis, it's all right. Honestly, I think we get better stuff, Zach, at home. I'm not going to lie, but it is pretty cheap, and it's all over the place. And they're really, I love how relaxed they are about that around here. They've always been that way. They've been way ahead of America with that. I remember when I visited Vancouver over a decade ago, they were really cool back then about it. So they've always been ahead of the curve. But let's go. We'll get ahead of the curve right here. See what this laptop travel list looks like, because I already know it looks pretty banging right there. AREB, we're about to see that running back up. That looks beautiful right there, laptop travel. AUST Austin Gold right here is looking good, as gold is looking pretty good as well. BMRA, let's see, Biomerica, and that one, wow, laptop travels refining his scanner like crazy right now. And I'm telling you guys, starting next week, we're going to just get fired up and crush it. It's going to be a beauty. You can see the market's getting ready. We have some beautiful ones setting up, like CNET, a bunch of them after this week, and it was a good week to see some pullback. So here's Coot oil seeds, that Australian oil seeds. I know we looked at that. That's curling up. And yeah, laptop travel, this list is beautiful right here. CPOP is that Chinese like art one or entertainment something. I forget what they do. Pop culture, that's what it was. And that thing's curling. It should get through that 20 right there. Not looking bad. And GLE, let's see. That one was pulling back. It had been run up, hitting the MACD now. We'd have to look at it. IBO right here. Oh, what's Bio? We'll look at Bio first. That one's pulling back a little bit. IBO right there. And that's trying to curl up, as a matter of fact, not looking bad. Let that 20 grab it. Has a few days on that one. IMTE right here, and that is getting really set up. Looks really good. So yeah, laptop travel list looks great right here. And JDZG, Giant, whatever, LTD, a Hong Kong one or China one. And look at this one getting set up. I don't know if it's ready to crawl through just yet, but next time it probably will be right there. And let's see MDCX. Let's see what that's doing. Medicus Pharma. That looks really good to get through that resistance. If it makes it its support, it should go right through to 50 right there. And SKK right here. Let's see what that's up to, up 6 cents. Could keep some momentum tomorrow. As a matter of fact, laptop travel list looking real good right here. SLND, and this is getting set up to run up. I might not curl through this time, but it is definitely getting set up right there. And let's take a look at STAK, stack right here, and it is getting stacked, curling up. It could bounce back down to get set up for tomorrow, but probably a good one to keep on the list for next week. And SWVL is getting set up another week or so right there. And TAN right here, let's see what TAN Tech is doing. And that is another China one right there. And that's trying to get set up and looks like it's in a pretty good spot. And let's see what else that YQ is up to right here, and not looking bad. That's curling up pretty good. And another China one. So I'd say the China ones look pretty good. REGN right here was looking pretty good today. I know we mentioned it last night. And how about CoreWeave right here is pulling back, but this one's going to be bottoming out real soon to get set up. It looks like yesterday could have been its bottom right there. And let's go ahead, look at our SPY, Big Caps, Mag 7, all them guys real quick. And like I said, I'm going to hop off a little early and go see some fireworks over Niagara Falls. And I won't be on tomorrow morning because we're going to get up early and pack up and just get rolling so that we can just get cruising back home and be back to life, I guess. So yeah, it'll be back to normal next week, and I'll be no more vacationing, guys. So my August vacations are coming to an end here, but definitely enjoyed this one. This one was a fun one. We went to one of them bird places today. What are they called? Like an air. I don't even know how to say the word. But anyway, that was really cool too. My little guy, he was like feeding birds. You can do that. And yeah, they were landing all over me. It was pretty funny. And then so yeah, I'm telling you, we've had a great time here. We did the caves today. That was really, really cool. So that was really fun. And let's get cruising here, see what our SPY is up to. So if you've never been to Niagara Falls, definitely a very cool place. And we are on the Canada side and enjoying it. That is for sure. But here's our SPY pulling back. And again, lots of support back here. We assumed it was going to be pulling back, guys. They kept running up, but it is some nice pullback for us. And let me put Apple in the right way because it's two A's, AAPL. And still a little bit of pullback right there. Good old Amazon right here. They were all pulling back. Google was the only one that looked halfway decent today. And that thing looks like it's trying to curl back up. Not sure if it's ready to just yet, but it looks like it wants to. Meta pulling back. But look at these setups, guys. So we're going to catch the bottoms and run these bad boys up, and they will be beauties. Microsoft right here finally pulling back, as we had mentioned. And that one, I mean, you could tell it was like way overextended. And it's going to be healthy. These things are going to be running, and I'm not worried. So NVIDIA, a little bit of pullback yesterday. Looks like it could have bottomed out right there with that nice pullback. And let's look at Tesla right here. If I can type it in, there we are, TSLA, and that's down. And look at that thing getting set up to roll off. So again, guys, the market's not looking bad. We're just having some healthy pullback. AMC, little healthy pullback as well. And like I said, maybe these meme ones, we'll kick them off because AMC, GameStop right here, been looking good. Chewy right here been running up, looking good. A little bit of healthy pullback, not bad. And Unity has been just trying to keep itself up there, guys. That one's pretty nice. And let's see what Netflix is doing right here. And that is down by hitting the support line. You're going to get it to roll off. That thing is way too strong, guys. So I would say Netflix still looks good to keep cruising. Let's look at our semiconductors real quick, see what they're up to. AVGO, a little pullback yesterday. Looks like it could have been its bottom, guys. So again, we had all that support down there. MU, same kind of look. They could pull back again tomorrow. And the next thing you know, by next week, they could be rolling right back up. TSM, same look right there. It could get pushed down a little bit more, but it doesn't look bad at the moment. Obviously, we'll be keeping an eye on them tomorrow to see what happens to end the week and come into that next week. And then we'll have a Monday off, I assume, for Labor Day, I'm sure. And then, obviously, I think the markets are just going to be getting set up, guys. That's what it looks like to me. SMCI right here, still down here. And like I said, just let them set up. You don't have to force anything. AMD is going to be a great one in a bullish trend. It's just getting some pullback. Looks like yesterday could have been its bottom right there. QCOM, same situation, could pull back a little more, but still looks good to me. And how about good old Snow right here? It had been coming down, making a nice base, and that's getting set up. So I think we're in good shape, guys. A nice healthy pullback as we expected. PayPal really getting set up right there. And how about Intel? It was just down a little bit after a little pullback yesterday. And this thing's going to roll up even higher right there. And what about Dell? That pulled back in another one. Obviously, they're making some beautiful room on the chart, guys, and some easy pullback. And you know, IBM had been looking good. It did pull back to that support line right there, and we're going to get that to set back up. So I don't think that we're having a problem right here. Palantir looks like yesterday was its bottom right there. And how about Sophie right here? because I think that one also kind of bottomed out yesterday, and you could see it bouncing back up today. Maybe it doesn't curl through, run immediately. They could take a week or two to set completely up, but if we found the bottom, you're good to go, because then you know where to find them when they pull back. Set your buys and bam, catch them at the bottom as Mara's setting up there. Riot's getting set up. Look at it, it's bullish. And even CleanSpark not looking too bad right here. As you can see, if it pulls up, you can see it getting set up. Might have a little more pullback, and that's about it for CleanSpark, and it should start to get set up. And of course, our MicroStrategy was down, and I think it has a little bit of time to set up right there, and then MicroStrategy will get cruising. We know that will be a mover. Robinhood looks like yesterday was its bottom. Coinbase are pulling back today, and still, honestly, guys, these things don't look bad. Look at the 20s where they're at. They're not too far up. Like, they have to crush them down, and that's what you want to see. Webull right here sitting on that 50 and not looking bad. And let's just take a look at space. That one's been getting set up right here. Virgin Galactic, SPCE, and you can see it getting set up, guys, and this thing's going to get blasting off for whatever reason. Not sure what they have going on with the administration. And Boeing right there, kind of just holding itself up, making room on the chart. It should kind of base out right there and then get cruising for Boeing. DJT right now was up, and it's just trying to set up. It's not exactly ready. And of course, fun always follows it, guys. So if DJT's up, generally fun's up, and vice versa. If it's down, it goes down. McDonald's right here was up just a hair, but nothing crazy. But it is stair-stepping its way up. And Disney was trying to get set up, but came down today back to that support line. And again, they have some time. That's what I was telling you. You don't have to rush into them when they're up. Don't get them when they're down in red. That's when you want to buy these opportunities, because we know they're going to be crushing it and getting cruising. Look at this Oxy right here, guys. This thing looks amazing right there. And even ExxonMobil, not too bad right there. So there you go with that list. Let's look at DXYZ real quick. And that's getting set up. Look at it on the bottom, guys. And that's going to be a good opportunity. We know that. And here is Nike. And that one's trying to set up. It might have a little more pullback right there. Good old Agrify right now. That is looking pretty good to continue to run up. And let's look at Blink and see what Blink Charging's doing. That's trying to get set up. It's not ready yet, but it will be. Sezzle had been pulling back there, and that one's going to get set up. Look at that curl up right here. And then it's pulling. This time when it curls up, it'll start moving again. So that'll be a good one that we'll keep an eye on for sure, as we do with our Joe Lee's jams. And Sterling right here, let's see, that was running back up, looking pretty decent to get set back up right there. And let's take a good old look at Rivian and Symbotic. Rivian was down there. That's getting set up. So, yeah, guys, I think we have another week or two. These things can get set up. Symbotic looks like it's pulling back. And there you go right there. That's what it looks like at the moment. I'm just going to run through, see what's happening over here, see what the news was going on. And like I said, I'm going to hop off pretty quick tonight, because we're going to roll down and try to catch the fireworks over Niagara Falls. And so here we are, 8 p.m. Look at that thing was running up. An open door running back up. I told you guys about that when we were way early. PTIX and IXHL is actually looking a little better to try to set up. We'll keep an eye on it. Here's your Bear Semiconductor, and obviously moving today, but it's going to change around. And that THAR ran up yesterday, and it ran up. Remember, we were talking about having a momentum play, and that one did get cruising there, Luis Rodriguez. So there you go with that one. And let's see, INTC was dipping down. TNFA just kind of hanging out, pulling back right there. OP is that Ocean Pal, and just kind of hanging out. And American Airlines pulling back a little bit. TerraWolf was not too bad. It looks like it's trying to set back up in the top to try to run up a little higher. So we can keep an eye on that one. And let's see what's going on over here. If anything grabs my attention, let me take a better look. Let me take a look and just see right here. Nothing really jumping out at me, to be honest with you. Yeah, nothing really happening, guys. Like I said, it's kind of slow. THAR, GXAI. Let's take a look at that one real quick, see what that's up to. That one's looking really good. I'd watch that tomorrow morning, see what that's doing in the morning for a little momentum right there. And let's see what HIMS is doing, HIMS and hers. Well, let me see. I'm typing it in the wrong spot, doing all kinds of weird stuff. What the heck am I doing? HIMS. Here we go. Hims and Hers Health. And yeah, you're right. That one is setting up. It does look like it wants to bounce. Could be bottomed out there tomorrow. So Hims and Hers right there. And let's see what else is going on. MRK with Merck. And that's looking pretty good, to be honest with you. Pfizer right here is running up. I know Michael Anthony's been liking that. Moderna had been looking good, guys. I know it did pull back today. Let's see if it can get set up. It did run up a little bit, have a little pullback right now, and we'll see what that can do. Cigna had been running up, and a little pullback might have topped out to get set back up. And what is it? CMC right here was pulling back a little bit, but that'll get set back up. And Humana, that's been running up there and looks like it wants to stay in the top. So there you go. And Google leaps right there for Luis Rodriguez. And that is not looking bad for Google, I must say. And what is Mark doing? That's an OTC now, isn't it? Remark, M-A-R-K. And it is an OTC, Remark Holdings. That's exactly what it is. And that doesn't look bad. They have all kinds of crazy things happening in that company. Not exactly sure what it is, but I know that they something's happening. Like I said, they went to OTC. It's been bouncing around like crazy. It's under a penny, and it could get set up. It's kind of hard to tell exactly right there. And, you know, I'm not the king of OTCs, that's for sure, unless the charts can set up and you can see what they're doing. Let's look at the news real quick. Asian stocks in tight range as rate cuts bets pared. U.S. stock futures waver as investors count down the Powell speech tomorrow, and Powell's Jackson Hole speech could be make or break moment for the summer stock market rally. Stock futures are a little changed ahead of Powell's Jackson Hole speech. And the stock market today, S&P falls for fifth straight session. Walmart dropped after their earnings today. And let's see what they were up to. WMT, and it sure did pull back there. And again, some healthy pullback. And these things are setting up. So I don't think it's going to really matter, to be completely honest with you. There's something bigger happening than even the rate cuts at this point. And we can even look at Polymarket. I have to pull it up real quick. Let's just see what they say right here. Economy. Let's go. Economy. And let's see, economy there, and rate cut by, where the heck is the rate cut? I don't even see it. October, September. Here we go. Let's see what this thing says over here, if it pulls up anyway. Here we are. Here's our chart. And, yeah, that thing 25. Oh, no changes, curling up pretty hardcore. But you know what, guys? Let me see. That's an interesting look, that's for sure. But you know what they're going to do. It's not running through it. It's going to bounce off. This will run up, and then when they get there, they should bounce back towards each. Like this will bounce where it was, and this one would bounce back where it was. That's what it looks like at the moment, and you can tell. I'll show you an example right here. You can see it's the same. It's that correlation. Like you can just see how the setup is. They have to go in harder to be able to cross through. As you can see right here, where it does cross through barely, it went in super hard. So this one was a surprise, though. It bounced. But yeah, that doesn't look like it would cross through, to be honest with you. It still looks like there should be a rate cut there, is what it looks like on the chart anyway at this moment. And what is today? The 21st or whatever the heck it is. I don't even know what the 21st. And he talks tomorrow. So we'll see what good old Powell says, but I think he's under the pressure. He's got a chance. I mean, if he doesn't lower the rates, guys, it's completely insane. I mean, absolutely berserk. Like, I wouldn't be able to wrap my head around it. So I would say it would be a big deal if he doesn't. So anyway, let's see what else is going on. Market is definitely bracing for tomorrow's Powell speech, Luis Rodriguez. And our pre-market picks were up an average of 82% today in pre-market. And we had every single pick a winner for the Discord. Look at that, laptop travel, holding it down while I'm on vacation as usual. So thank you very much. And our Discord is fire, guys. You're not going to hit every single pick, but when you hit 8, 9 out of 10 all the time, you beat the market on a consistent basis. Trust me. So it's a matter of getting in and getting out and trading them smart. And you can see we roll through them and you pick the setups and you get out. You don't get married to them. You just buy them and get and sell them. You kick them out of your car, I guess. I don't know. But you just get rid of them. You run them up real quick and get rid of them. And don't worry about them going higher. I know it's hard to wrap your head around it, but if you want to win them, beat the market and win, that's how you do it and make money. So that is the mindset you have to have. And again, when I get back, we're just going to be crushing everything. I'll be full-time, just nonstop. So you guys knew I was going to be on some vacations in August, and I am thoroughly enjoying this one. It is pretty nice. How are you, Chris at Bait? And we'll look at these guys real quick. And like I said, I'm going to hop off a little early because we're going to go run down back to Niagara Falls. It's only like a 15-minute walk. If that, it's nice. It's not bad. And it's easier than honestly parking down there. Parking down there is kind of a mess. It's not the easiest thing to do. So we're so close. I'm just like, I'll just walk. It's like 3 blocks extra. I'm not even kidding. It's not that far. So yeah, we're going to walk back down to Niagara Falls and catch the fireworks. So that should be pretty cool. And let's see, CAAS, China Automotive. That one's not a bad look right there, Chris, I must say. Let me take a better look at it. It looks like it's trying to curl up for us right there. CAAS. You may catch a little bit of a dip, but it will get into that channel, and just keep an eye on it tomorrow. And like I said, could pull back a little bit more, but it is getting set up for you. And CPRT right here, Copart. Remember, I was talking about this thing before, and it had run up there. So there you go with that one. And it is running up, not looking too bad. It's a slowly but surely one. And I had mentioned this one in the Discord a little while back, and it did run up for us. So it's not looking bad. It's just slowly but surely cruising along right there. And let's take a look and see what else is going on. APM right there was way up, and what was the other one? AEMD. So Laptop Travel had both of them, and like I said, and that one did run huge. And watch that tomorrow morning, Laptop Travel, because it might keep that momentum early in the morning. You might have another smacker with that one tomorrow. And AEMD, and that's the same look too. So you better keep an eye on both of them, guys. I did see NIO up today. That's running up, that China auto manufacturer. So the China stocks are looking good. And guess what, guys? When Powell doesn't raise the rates, all Trump has to do is say, we got to deal with China. And then the market rips to its highs again. And he just keeps throwing it in Powell's face. He can't. Powell just looks like an idiot, guys. So I just don't think he's going to be able to keep the rates lower as a political agenda too much longer. PEW, Robin, how are you? And that looks pretty good finally after them dips. And again, that was your bottom there. It'll hit the 20, probably bounce off and curl up and slowly move its way back up. RBNE, not looking bad either right here. And I'm telling you, the oil and gas, I mean, look at this thing. It looks like it's bottomed out there. We knew that. 20 coming down, and they're just taking their good old time right now for whatever reason. I don't know what I typed in, but there's Gush. And again, not looking bad. When that 20 comes and scoops it up, it's going for a ride. You can see it. It's been trying to get up there, guys, and it's about to go and start running up. So you will see the oil and gas ones run, Robin, and thinking of unloading, but need to see think of the charts. Yeah, they're not, like I said, Pew setting up right there, not looking bad at all. To run up, I would watch it to get up to that 20 again as it's crawling up. Even tomorrow, guys, this one should be a pretty decent one, so keep it on your radar. Tomorrow is up today, and it could run up some more tomorrow. And RBNE definitely setting up there. So, and like I said, I do like that oil and gas. We were just a little bit too early, but that was the bottom right there at that 163. We're back in the 190s, and that it's just slowly coming down, but it's going to be bouncing around. And once it gets in there, that channel's huge. It's going to start moving back up. And for whatever reason, oil and gas is going to get moving there. So you got it, Robin, and appreciate you tuning in and hanging out here. So yeah, I would say that's a pretty healthy market right there. Review anyway, not the market. Well, the market is healthy too, guys. I'm not going to lie. You have Powell speaking tomorrow, and it's all about a rate cut and everything, and no one knows what he's going to do. Let's look at this for crypto because it was pulling back, and you've seen Bitcoin coming down to that 112 right there, and it is dipping down. It got down to the 111s right now, and honestly, it is just pulling back slowly, but making some good room. And I do think we could see, let's see what Ethereum does. Yeah, I think we're going to see them try to get bouncing back up just slowly. Just like I said, these things are getting set up. And I think in another 2 weeks or so after the summertime, we're going to see things ripping. Look at all that room it just made. It went from the top all the way down there, guys, and made all that room and didn't really lose that much price action right there. Ethereum's doing the same thing. Look at it running in the top, coming back down, curling through, getting set back up a few times to catch that momentum. Solana's trying to do the exact same thing. So just let them bounce around, catch the better prices. They pull back at the moment. And you know what Eric Trump said, buy the dip. So whenever he says it, we just buy that dip right there. And, just watch it dip a little bit and it will get rolling. I'll let you guys know when it's ready to cruise again because it will get fired up really soon, guys. You can already see it. So I expected this week not to be that great with Powell speaking. But again, at the end of the summer, it's always like this. So nothing to be excited about. XLM, Stellar just pulling back. So let these guys pull back and then get set up for the fall because that's what you're about to see after the summertime. You're going to see these things popping up. So I don't think they look bad right there, to be completely honest with you. So there you go, guys. I would say we just crushed right through the market. I did the SPY, the Big Caps, Mag 7, what you guys wanted to see, our laptop travel list. If you guys are just tuning in, thank you again. I always appreciate it. But check out the beginning of the show. Listen to the replay. That laptop travel list was insane right there, guys. So you might want to look at that bad boy. And again, he's crushing it in the Discord. He has his own channel now in there, his own page, and he's destroying at 4 a.m. And I'll be a 4 a.m. warrior with him, I promise you. So I will definitely be getting it set up to do that when we get back because I'm excited for that too. And yeah, let's see what else this FI was doing. What was this up to today? It's just kind of sitting there a little flat today. And AppLovin right there, APP. That was up. Remember, we were looking at it last night. It looked like it bottomed out, and it did pop up today. So let me take a better look at APP right there. Did it run up a little bit? Yeah, that's right. I remember that one. And that didn't look too bad right there. So there you go. What was Hertz doing today? I forget what it was even doing. HTZ right here. And a little bit of pullback. It is getting set up. I didn't think it was ready to crawl through exactly. It had that nice run up yesterday, that's for sure. And I do think it's getting set up. Let it bounce down a little bit. And it will look better in a week or so. So I do think that will be good. And Adobe right here was kind of flat and not really doing a whole lot. They have earnings coming up September 10th. So that is what the market looks like right there. And Google has struck a cloud computing deal with Meta Platforms worth more than $10 billion. A source familiar with the matter told Reuters on Thursday. So the story just broke, guys, right there. And Laptop Travel's breaking it for you guys. So there you go. I don't even know. Meta, Google reportedly signed $10 billion deal, and I would say it did just break right there. So there you go. How about that? And that's guys, when you have stuff like this constantly happen, you constantly have big catalysts, and it's all AI related. That's what's going to make this bubble just keep going. And obviously, you're going to have pullbacks in it. That's why we know to run them up. And you can get out of them, trade the other ones while they're running up, setting back up. And it's just a revolving door. You pick a few of them that you like, you track them down, and watch how they run because some of them will run up as the others come down, and you just go back and forth with them. So that is what you do. We're waiting for Powell's speech tomorrow. I will not be on tomorrow morning because we're going to get out of here kind of early. So I won't be on for a Friday pre-market show, and then obviously we don't do our night show on Friday, but obviously Sunday night we'll be back in the full swing of things. I'll be back in the studio in New Jersey and not in Canada anymore, but I will be missing Canada. It is a great place. I'm telling you guys, it's awesome. So if you've never visited Niagara Falls, I totally recommend it. It is beautiful, guys. Beautiful, beautiful. Everybody's super friendly. The food's amazing too. Loving the food. And yeah, just having a good time here. So we're going to go check out the fireworks over Niagara Falls. We want to go see that. So we're going to go check it out. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. And again, Joe Exotic, so happy to hear when I saw that news that the White House contacted me. Officially heard back from the White House. I just had it up there, but it just refreshed and disappeared. But what did he say? Officially heard from the White House today, and everything's being investigated in this case. So clemency just needs signed so he can put it behind him. And I would say that's awesome. So like I said, guys, he's been tagging me with like all kinds of big names, Trump's sons, Trump, Kash Patel. I really like the biggest names, so probably on X. And apparently they've been seeing it because they reached the White House's hands. Apparently, got word today. And I hope you, my interview with them did help. And like I said, I just did some research and wanted to put it out there because I was just blown away by how crazy the evidence was. And I can't figure out why he's still sitting there. So anyway, if you didn't see that interview, definitely check it out and see what that Joe Exotic second interview was, because I guess it's being seen by a few people. So yeah, best of luck to him. We'll keep in touch with Joe, and I'll keep you guys updated as we go with that. But there you go, everybody. I'm going to go check out the rest of Canada here, and then I'll catch you guys when I'm back in America. So have a good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow along, and I will see you guys soon. And NIO up is up 2.17% in the overnight trading. And Chris Bate, good night, and hit the like button on the way out. That's right. I appreciate that, Chris, and everybody. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. And you guys have a great night. Enjoy your weekend, and I will keep in touch and see you guys soon. Have a good night, everybody.